Hey, Ursula here. Of course, now that I wanted to share the bird song with you, they've stopped singing. But we're going to start with the backyard garden today. You can see I have squills and daffodils up. Rhubarb is coming up. And these are a type of iris. You're going to see a lot of this today. This is purple dead nettle. It's a weed. It's all over the yard. But in front of that there's St. John's wort. This is my herb spiral. In the back is yarrow. And in theory, in the center, I have anise hyssop. And we'll see if that comes back this year. I believe the rosemary on the far side is dead. I don't think that survived our winter. Let's go take a look at the cinder block garden that I've been working on toward the end of last year. This is an escapee. It could be a radish. It could just be a mustard. It's hard to say. And then I have sedum that grows all through this area, which is really nice as a ground cover. I have both white and yellow flowers kicking around the area. Okay, the cinder blocks on this side all look pretty good. I did have to put some wire mesh in here to stem the tide of erosion that was coming through the crack, but I still have yet to figure out how to fix this one. I just can't get a level in here, and I've already shimmed. You can see the cardboard. I shimmed the blocks. I could remove the brick down below, but I'm not sure that that is actually going to solve anything except to tip this a little further. So my concern is erosion through that hole. These are things I planted last month and have kept under cover. That's what those guys are. Keep the tarp off the plants. Last fall, I moved some of the strawberries into the cinder block holes. The forks are in here to poke the deer so they don't eat them. I don't have very many forks. I don't like them out here. What I have right here is Mizuna. And apparently I had a lettuce go to seed last year. So I have a lettuce in here, just one. And there's also some arugula growing. And then I may have planted radishes. Those may have just been things that have gone to seed. It's hard to say. We've already got some friends over here pollinating. Don't know if you can see this guy. They love the purple dead nettle. Theoretically, it's edible, but I don't find it tasty. We'll leave it for the bees. All right. I had planted back here, I believe this is mosh. If not, I've got an awful lot of weeds. And in the back, I planted garlic. And there's a couple of strawberries. In the very center, I have sorrel. And since that's a perennial, that's not moving. Sorry for the shadows here, but there's not much I can do. It's really sunny today. I don't know if you can see way in the back here. I planted lettuce. Maybe we'll go around the other side and take a look at that. But this is a sorrel. These guys are gonna go to flower soon. So if they were radishes, there's no bulb here. They just might be wild mustard. I've been working diligently trying to move the strawberries into a strawberry tower so that I can get them out of here and actually grow some food in here. My thought this year is to transition this section to cabbages and radishes, and then this section in here will be a rotation quad of lettuces, and this section over here is probably going to be beans, maybe some zucchini. We'll see if I can get some zucchini to grow this year. We don't have the best of luck with zucchini, which seems odd to a lot of you. Everybody grows zucchini, right? You have way too much. We never do. We're not quite sure why, if it's the soil or if it's just the seed that we've been getting. I have a hunch it's the seed because I've been really working diligently on my soil improvements. Periodically, all those nice garlics, the squirrel will take those and has been planting them in the middle of the bed. So my farmer squirrel thinks that the garlic should be central in this bed, not on the edges, and I'm not quite sure why, but maybe it's because we put the walnuts in the pockets on the side and we wanted the garlic somewhere else. Who knows? Who knows what goes through their heads? And then back here, these are leeks. They've been out all winter despite the bitter cold temperatures. These I'm growing for seed. They're a 2-year plant and they will go to seed this year. So always want seed for next year, right? And I am not sure, because I have not identified these, but this might be a type of like cress. It is edible. The bees certainly like it. I leave it just as a ground cover unless it's in my way, unless I'm planting something else there. One of my projects this year is to actually, these are the raspberries here, is to actually get them a guide on the edges so that they're not falling over into the path and that we can reach them much more easily. So that's a future project. So that's where we're at today. Happy gardening, everybody.